Hello guys, in this video we will go more and more in deep with function. So I know that some students really have some difficulties understanding how does a function work and how to create a function in Matlab. So now let's get started. Here, as you all know that to find the sine in degree of any angle, you just say sine d of this angle. As example, sine d of 30 is 0.5, okay? Now this is a function. So MATLAB define this function. So this is a function that's already defined in MATLAB. So the name of the function is sine d, and the input of this function is 30 and the output is 0.5. So just write down, before starting to write any function in MATLAB, you should know the output, the input, and the name of your function. So what is sine d? So what is sine? What is cosine d? What is tangent d? What is sine? What is cosine? What is secant? What is cosecant? It's just some names. I can call it Hermes as example, but I have to define what should the function Hermes do. Okay, now let's go to open a new script. Now, to define any function, you should tell MATLAB that you're trying to define a function. Just say function. What is your output? My output will be y as example. Okay, and the name of my input of my function will be Hermes. I want to call this function Hermes. It's my name. Freedom, man. Hermes. How many input do you have? I only have one input. Okay. What will your function do? Here you should write the operation that your function will do. My function, which is y, will find the sine in degree of any angle. Sine d of any angle. Just close it and end it. In degree of any angle, close it, end. That's all. To save the function as Hermes, as I mentioned before, that when you save the function, the name of the file must be the same as the name of the function. So your function is Hermes, the name of your function must be Hermes. I saved it. We can't run a function. Now click on run. MATLAB will give me an error. What do you mean by run? We call a function. We don't run a function. So go say, what is the name of my function? Hermes. Hermes of what? Hermes of 30. Click enter. Yeah, it's 0.5. Hermes of 60. Yeah, it's 0.8660. So sine, cosine, factorial, all of these names are just names. You can define the name of your function. Just go and say, yeah, Hermes of x, and that's all. This is what your function will do. Or as example, you know that to find the e to the power of x, example e to the power of x, we see it like this in MATLAB, exponential to the power of x. So exponential, I can call it Hermes also. I can say HRMS. What is exponential? I can call it sine. I can call it cosine. I can call it whatever I want. You are free to name your function, okay? Just know your input, know your outputs, and define the name of your function, and of course understand the operation that you will do, that your function will do, and that's all. As example, exponential. Open a new script, just say function. Tell MATLAB that you're trying to write a function. What is a function? The name of my function, my function, let's say as example, w equals, so I have only one output, which is w, and w is about this function. For example, Hermes Yusuf as example. Okay, and I have one input, which is x. Okay, what will this function do? Tell me, what will this function do? This function will find w, which is this function, will find the exponential to the power of any x, of any number. So just say exponential of x. Close it. That's all. Just end it. Save your function. The name of the file must be the name as your function. Save it. go and run it. We can't run a function, we call a function. Okay, so just say Hermes Yusuf like this of 30 of 1 as example. So the answer is this. So exponential to the power of x equals this. So what I mean by function is an operation that I defined in MATLAB to tell MATLAB to do something. So this is what a function means. Okay, so just know how many input you have, how many output you have, and name of the function, of course, then the operation you will do. That's all. That's all about how to define a function in MATLAB. And I will upload another video explaining more and more what is a function and how to define a function in MATLAB. So that's all. See you in the next video, guys.